Verse 3, in these lay a multitude of invalids, blind, lame, and paralyzed. Okay, so lots of people were there, invalids, blind, no, lame, paralyzed. So we'll see in the next verse why they were there, or next verses. Verse 5, one man was there who had been an invalid for 38 years. An invalid for 38 years. I mean, 38 years is that's a lifetime nearly, right? We don't know how old he was. Maybe he was born an invalid, so his whole life. We don't know, but he was for 38 years an invalid. Yeah, I mean, that is very long, okay? It's long. Verse 6, when Jesus saw him lying there and knew that he had already been there a long time, he said to him, do you want to be healed? Okay, so Jesus knew that this guy was there a long time. Now the question is, did the Holy Spirit tell him and therefore he knew? Or other people there knew? Okay, because I mean, it's not, years. If you've been brought there for 38 years, you know, people are going to recognize your face. Okay, recently in Thailand, I went to get my hair cut, and I mean, this place, I get my hair cut there once a year, and the woman there, I told her, and when I told her I want my hair short, right, she said, yes, don't worry, I still remember. Okay, and it's like I go there once a year. So what I want to say with that just is the fact that if you hear me going once a year and the person remember, if this guy's been coming there for 38 years or been brought there for 38 years, or the other people would have been speaking about it. Okay, so no need for Jesus in this sense to have this special knowledge. Okay, that's the whole point as well. I mean, a lot of these things are not really special knowledge. You could just ask a neighbor. Oh man, I've seen and he could have asked his neighbor. The stories would have been around about this guy coming and coming and coming, and every time he doesn't make it, but he keeps on coming. Okay, and Jesus therefore could have asked, he could have known, and so therefore this is not necessary for super spiritual directly given by the Holy Spirit to Jesus. He could have, right? But it's not necessary for that. And then to ask a question, do you want to be healed? 38 years he's been coming there. 38 years. And you ask him if he wants to be healed? No, it kind of doesn't make sense. Why would one ask someone who's been coming to a place for 38 years, to a place where he might be healed, and ask him if he wants to be healed? Now, from the outset, it looks like a kind of a stupid question. But then again, we've seen Jesus asking so many people throughout the time questions that seemingly doesn't make a lot of sense. But actually they do make sense. Right, so why? It's again, not so much for Jesus' sake, because he would know or not know, but on a practical level, right? Since this guy's an invalid, he would have been making his money by begging. Now, if he's healed, then he would need to find a new job. He's 38 years old. He's never most likely studied or anything. I mean, he could not, right? So he can't do anything in life. He has no background in any other kind of job but begging, most likely. So if he's now healed, then he can't beg anymore. So what is he going to do? The coming there might be, but I really kind of don't want to, because anyhow I know I get in I will never make it, right? So I need to keep this fast kind of going as if I want to be healed. But actually I don't want to, because begging is my lifeline. So what seems like a stupid question does not mean it's a simple question. It's like people going, there are so many people in prison who actually don't know how to survive on the outside. So they go to prison and then they're set free, and then they like immediately go and steal something else, so they will be taken back to prison, because there they have a bed to sleep and food to eat or something like that. That's kind of their life. It's like, or orphans, right? You think an orphan or people, street kids, they don't want to live on the street. And if you take them, put them in the orphanage, man, that is great for them because now they have a bed and they have food to eat and etc., etc., right? And actually you find the interesting thing that they don't want to live there because they don't know how to survive there. They don't know how to live out there on the street. So in this case as well, this might have been the simple reason why Jesus had to ask this guy, do you really want to be healed? Or is your coming, you know you're coming here and you're not going to be healed and you're fine with that? Okay, so that is, it's a question not just in a certain sense for the man himself, but understandably as well for the reader. So did he really want to be healed?